talk a little bit about some of the good work that we are doing. I'm Amanda Benner, and I'm director of the Pennsylvania Horticultural Society's Philadelphia Green Program and our new Plant 1 Million Regional Tree campaign. I'm honored to be here today to speak about the critical importance green infrastructure plays in the future of Philadelphia and all cities and towns. I'm going to go through a couple pretty pictures, a lot of stats you may know, but really try to put some of the data that Kevin talked about in practical use. So, a few words about Pennsylvania Horticultural Society. PHS is America's oldest horticultural society. Founded in 1827, we're a membership-based, not-for-profit organization with 16,000 members, largely from the Delaware Valley. We're best known for the Philadelphia International Flower Show, the largest indoor flower show in the country. Hope you can all come in May, first week of every March. And there's an annual economic impact of $61 million from this annual event, as recently audited by KPMG. PHS, through its Philadelphia Green Program, has been working with communities, government, and other nonprofits for over 3 decades as both catalyst and advocate to demonstrate the critical role greening plays in transforming the city. Central to our efforts have been public-private partnerships that leverage dollars invested and capacity building at the grassroots level that results in significant impact through volunteerism and community commitment. This in turn strengthens the region's economic engine. Today I'll talk a little bit about the benefits of urban green spaces, tree planting, and the critical role of citizen engagement to their success. Philadelphia, like other American cities, recognizes the value of green spaces and its importance to the quality of life. Green spaces like parks, gardens, trails, and tree-lined streets spur economic investment, tourism, and housing development. Neighborhoods with green spaces create jobs, have less crime, and overall improved health with access to fresh food and exercise, as you've been hearing. Citizens themselves understand that a healthy green environment is vital to the city's future, as a recent survey shows. Because greening is beneficial to the economic, aesthetic, environmental, and social life of our city, we think of Philadelphia Green as the local delivery system for greening programs in the city. PHS beautifies more than 100 acres of civic landscapes. Here's a couple examples. That's a transformed boulevard. That's okay, transformed boulevard, and a treasured public space. Go ahead. So the economic benefits to businesses from such transformations include shoppers who will spend more and shop longer, and office spaces that garner higher rental income. PHS has a long history of developing an effective citywide network of parks friends groups, citizens who care about and are engaged with their neighborhood's parks. As Kevin demonstrated, greening interventions and tree planting have a positive impact on property values and are critical to the redevelopment of the city. We estimate that parks in Philadelphia contribute a total of $688 million in added value to the surrounding residential properties. Mitigating stormwater overflow is another way trees, parks, and green infrastructure works hard for the city. PHS has collaborated with the Philadelphia Water Department on several prototypical projects to retrofit vacant lots, parkland, and playgrounds to demonstrate this potential to deal with the critical problem of stormwater runoff that pollutes rivers and streams. Go ahead. The Water Department's Green City Clean Waters Plan will produce a citywide green infrastructure network that will result in up to 1.5 billion pounds of carbon dioxide emissions avoided or absorbed over the next 40 years, the equivalent of removing close to 3,400 vehicles from local roadways per year. It's pretty significant. It's also estimated that 250 people annually will be employed with green jobs to maintain the city's new infrastructure. In addition to reducing carbon emissions, the shade from trees can save energy and reduce energy costs, resulting in less need for air conditioning in the summer. So just last month, PHS and a network of new and established partners announced Plant 1 Million, our regional tree planting campaign, connecting 3 states and 13 counties in the greater Philadelphia metro area around the goal of building public support for a denser tree canopy. Without action, again, Kevin's map showed some of this, a 25% loss of tree cover from development and other pressures is anticipated over the next 15 years, if nothing is done. So trees in the public right-of-way of streets, on streets, in parks, in schoolyards, along streams and rivers, as well as privately owned residential and business properties will help our alliance of partners reach our goal of 1 million new trees. Support from the USDA Forest Service with the announcement of a new urban field station in Philadelphia will provide research to complement and enhance our efforts, the science and hard numbers that will continue to add to the case that urban trees and natural resource management stretches dollars invested further and makes for healthier communities. Oh, yeah, that's it. So what is the role of volunteers and community? Creating local social capital is an immensely important part of our work. PHS has trained over 3,400 volunteers through its 3-part Tree Tenders training program to plant and care for trees. We will continue to expand on this successful model. Volunteers are the necessary fuel for long-term success. In our experience, nothing will succeed without committed local stakeholders. And as an organization, PHS will not undertake certain types of greening projects without local citizen support. In 2007, the network of volunteer and friends groups in Philadelphia contributed more than 200,000 hours of volunteer labor working on green spaces, valued at over $8.6 million. So I hope these examples of PHS's work in Philadelphia demonstrates the critical role green resources can play in a city's portfolio of assets and its future as a sustainable, vibrant place to live, work, and play. It's clear that investing in more trees, parks, green infrastructure, and an engaged citizenship is good for the economy and for the future. Thanks.
Good, and our final presenter is Peter Harnick.